Hi there friends, this is Patty Bennett. I am back with another video tutorial for you. This video tutorial with my digital studio will feature the Summertime Splendor designer papers. These are background papers, and I have had dozens of emails from you asking how do you put these 12 by 12 background papers onto a card front. How can I scale them down? How do I use them? I don't understand. So here you go. These are some instructions for you and helpful tips, and I hope that this will help you. On my screen, you can see that I have 4 card fronts that I have created. This is an 8.5 by 11 landscape page. I have imported 4 of the papers on there to make 4 card fronts. I would cut this into quarters and mount them onto cardstock. So let me show you how I did that. But first, let's review these Summer Splendor papers. They are 12 by 12, and so what I'm going to do is open up a blank 12 by 12 page here. And let me just enlarge it a little there so you can see it. So here's a 12 by 12 blank page. And if we double click on one of these 12 by 12 gorgeous background papers from Summertime Splendor, they will fill the background and you will see the entire beautiful pattern. So you'll notice on here we have 2 flowers. We have sort of a blank area in the middle and a little bit of yellow shading around the edge here. Okay, let's remove that one and we'll just look at one more real quickly. So let's look at this one. These beautiful lilies. That's the whole pattern. So keep in mind, this is 12 by 12. And if you want to print a 12 by 12 page, or you're making a 12 by 12 scrapbook, and you click on this paper, you will see the entire design. Okay, but what I've been asked over and over now is how do you use these to make a card front? So let me open this blank card front that I already started. And if you double click on one of these background papers, this is what's going to happen. You're going to see a tiny little bit of the design here because your card front is roughly a quarter of the size, less than a quarter of the size of that 12 by 12 sheet. So it has captured just a little bit of the center. So obviously that's not going to work well for us. So here are a couple things you can do. On the left over here, above the Summertime Splendor designs, you'll see this box that says Add as Page Layer. If you click that and you double click this paper, now it's popped in these boxes here and it still kind of looks like nothing happened. But what it did was it captured the very center of that paper, which just happens to be blank. So I know this might appear frustrating at first when you look at this and say, well, where's my paper? So you double click within that box and here it shows it has selected the center of the 12 by 12 paper. So what you need to do is click and drag your box to be approximately the proportions or the size of your card front. And you select the area out of this whole 12 by 12 that you want to capture. You click OK, and now this piece, this area of the designer paper can come in onto your card front. So that's one way that you can capture part of the design. Let me just delete that and show you another way. This is what I've been having really good luck with. On the right side under Photos, I click Photo Box and it pops the photo box onto my card front. I'm going to click and hold and drag it over to the left, and then I'm going to extend it so that it fills my entire card front. There we go. Now if I click and hold and drag one of the papers over until my photo box turns blue, then I let go of my mouse. Now it has captured a part of that designer paper. If I double click on it, it gives me an editing box. I'm going to just drag it down a little bit and say OK, and now it has filled my card front to the selection of the paper that I want. At this point, really all I would do is click on stamps. I would add a thank you or a birthday greeting to it, and this card front really could be done. It's so pretty just by itself like that. If I delete that one, let me just show you. If we click on this, I didn't mean to double click, sorry. If we click and hold and drag until the box turns blue, there we have a beautiful portion of this lily paper. Isn't that gorgeous? If I wanted to select a slightly different area, I could double click, move the box, select OK, and there it has a little bit different portion of that paper. So that's how I have been filling my card fronts. Now let me close this project, and I'm going to open the file that I showed you at the beginning of this webinar. Here is a page, again, 8.5 by 11 landscape. I put 4 photo boxes on here, and I filled each one with a different designer paper from Summertime Splendor, added a greeting to each one, and then I could print this out, cut it into quarters, mount each one onto a folded card, and I have got a really quick, gorgeous card ready to send. You'll probably notice on here that I also have a part of the Presto Patterns design here, this light blue kind of scrolly part, and then down here this script. This is from the Vintage Overlay. That's going to be a separate tutorial because that's going to take a while to explain, longer than I have on this video. So here is the 8.5 by 11 page with the 4 photo boxes, and all I would do then is to click and hold and drag and let go when the box turns blue, and there I have a portion of my paper. If I want to double click and move that to capture a little more of it, that's how I would like it. So again, click and hold and drag and let go. And then if I want to capture the bottom part of that design, I would double click, drag my box down, click OK, and now I have that portion of the paper. So that's as simple as I can make it for you. This is what works for me. I'm sure there are other ways to do this. But if you want to do 4 to a sheet, this is what I'd recommend. And if you just want to do 1 card front to get it printed as a folded card, that's what I showed you just prior to this step. So I hope that helps, and watch for more tutorials on my blog, www.pattystamps.com, and I'll go over some more different things to share with you, because there's so many neat things you can do with this paper and those overlays. So I'll definitely have more to share with you soon. Have a great time with my digital studio. Thanks.